This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com. Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Well, I still have decided to prepare the update on the Great British Pound because on the Japanese yen we already have made an update, and euro currency stands flat, and the gold market, in fact, we have said everything yesterday, so there's no really significant action on the gold still, and market hasn't quite reached the 1236 area that we have discussed yesterday. So I think that gold market really doesn't need our update right now. Maybe tomorrow something will change. That's why let's take the brief look at the Great British Pound, especially because there are two different trades that we have made on the previous week, and one of them is still in progress. So recall that the starting point of our trading on the Great British Pound was right here. As the reaction on appearing of the butterfly, market has shown this bounce down, but right in this area market has formed a bearish grabber that has suggested the taking out of these lows, and that led us to say that probably we will get some sort of the ABCD action rather than butterfly here, and that really has happened. So by this time grabber market has taken out of these lows, and our first trade has been completed here. But that was the daily oversold, and after that we have taken the second trade on the intraday charts that calls as the Kibi trade. That's the invention of the Judd Napoli, and that is the combination of ABCD target, some fib extension target, and daily and oversold condition, and that has happened right here. We said that here we could try to take in the long position, but this position should be very fast. We should not marry it, and the target of this position should be the nearest retracement or some ABCD extension on the intraday chart or something, because as market hasn't quite reached the target of this ABCD pattern, it has the really huge probability that it will continue right to this target, because market very rare leaves behind the significant targets of the fib extensions, and that right now we see this continuation. If you take a look, so that's why we said that if you trade this ABCD, you could keep this position until market will hit the target. Target stands approximately 166.50 area. Okay. Also take a look that here we will get the agreement support, because that's the combination of the fib support and ABCD target. That could be also the Gartner's 222 buy, move up, ABCD retracement. And take a look, that's very close to the monthly pivot support one. So that will be really hard rock support. In general, recall that overall situation on the Great British Pound is bullish, and we will take a look what will happen after that. But right now our major attention stands on this support and the reaching of this area. Okay, because right here from this area market could show really significant bounce to the upside as a respect of this support area. Okay, we'll take a look. If it will be attractive, we definitely will dedicate some update to this moment, and maybe that will even let us to make some trade based on this support area. Now if you will shift to the 4-hour time frame chart, you will see first of all set up for the Kibi trade. That's our extension that was right at the daily oversold on the previous week. It's 1618 extension of that ABC top pattern. Okay, and we said that will be probably our target, because that's the nearest fib resistance, and market should not show too significant retracement up. That has completed. So you can see bounce up really has achieved this resistance area. Now market stands to the downside. Well guys, here although I have drawn this butterfly, but it's not just the butterfly in reality, because you can see that this top stands slightly higher than this one. Okay, and here we could speak only about the possible extension of this swing up at the most, not as the butterfly. I just draw it because you like the butterflies, and in general it has the same target as to draw it as the butterfly as to use just an extension of this swing up, or even if we'll take extension of this swing, that's not really big difference. what I would like to say is that take a look. The downward extension of this swing stands approximately 166.66 area. Okay, it's 127 extension. 1618 stands approximately at 166.40, and that agrees with the daily support area. So the extension of this swing stands at the same area. It tells us that probably today, tomorrow, market should reach, maybe even today, market should reach this target. After that, what will happen after that? Well, in this, since we said that's really significant support area, we need to watch for possible reversal patterns that could be the triggering moment of possible retracement up. And one of these patterns could be the head and shoulders, because butterflies very often becomes the part of the head and shoulders pattern. This could be, for example, drawing the 1618. So you can see this could be the left wing head. If market will hit the 1618 or even 127, that's also possible. Head. And that could be the head and shoulders pattern that could trigger the retracement up as a respect of this support. So you can see the situation on the Great British Pound is also very interesting, as on the perspective of continuation with our pattern that is still valid and that hasn't quite reached the target, as on the perspective of possible respect of this support, because really strong support, and to count on even minor retracement right back up, this is really possible. Besides, even minor retracements, 3-8 retracement of the whole move down, this will be not small move. It's approximately 100 pips. So it's also could be interesting. That's in fact all that I would like to say about the Great British Pound. Just would like to mention that everything stands okay, it's absolutely in order, and stands in a normal market mechanics, stands in agreement with our previous analysis. This market just moving and moving closer to the target. So, and been said, couple of moments to watch. First is the hitting of this target that we have discussed, the target of the ABCD pattern on daily time frame chart. Second, watch for the possible reversal patterns. One of them could be the reverse head and shoulders pattern. And if this will really happen, if market will form some reversal pattern in this area, that could be also the chance to take the scalp long position as a respect of the significant support on the daily time frame chart.